Hi guys, Kai here and welcome back to another episode of the Ultimate Champions transfer updates, and they are coming thick and fast yet again. And we've only done a video just a day ago and we've already got a full video to do for you guys as well. First one up, as you can see, Vålerenga, they have sold Odin Thiago Holm to Celtic. He is a midfielder, 20 years old as well. So I think this is going to be a good one. If you do already hold this card, this will be a good one for the coming season. He didn't score particularly well for Vålerenga. He wasn't too bad. But of course, moving to Celtic, if he does get the starts, I think because they are one of the most dominant teams in Scottish football, he will do really well over there. Even if it's not this first season, then over the next few years, he will definitely be one of the better cards, that's for sure. I don't own him myself. I did try and pick him up yesterday. Wasn't very successful though, unfortunately. So anybody that does hold this card, GG's. I think this one will help you get those rewards in the coming season. So there we go. The first one of today's episode, Vålerenga sell Holm to Celtic. Next up, we have a couple leaving Toulouse. The first one up is Healey, or Reece Healey, however you want to say his name. He's left Toulouse and he's headed back to England. The English forward is now at Watford. I believe this one will be another good card going into the next season. I'm sure he'll score plenty of goals for the London outfit, no doubt. It's nice to see him heading back to the EFL Championship, so we'll see how he gets on. Again, if you've got this card, this could be a big one for next season. You can see this beautiful unique card here as well. Unfortunately, I don't own it, but if you do own any of these cards, look out for quite a few goals. That's the hope anyway. But that's the first one from Toulouse. The next one is Spierings, midfielder from Toulouse, heading to RC Lens. So Racing Club Lens get themselves a player who scores pretty well, to be honest, on Ultimate Champions with the current scoring matrix. So again, could be a good one to have for the coming season in France. Obviously, we don't have Toulouse in Ultimate Champions anymore, but there still are quite a few Toulouse cards hanging around there. Spierings being one of those, and you can see this nice Mythic Genesis card here as well. I think they're both actually owned by the same person, the analyst, so he'll be happy with this one, no doubt. Hopefully, Lens go on and have a good season as well. One of the better clubs over there, and fingers crossed he can continue on with his good scoring at his new club. I believe this one was a free transfer, so again, he will remain covered because we do have the coverage of Ligue 1. So yeah, that is the two Toulouse players leaving, and hopefully both can continue to score well. Let's head over to Latvia real quick. Now this one's not a massive deal, to be honest. I don't think he's even played a game so far this season, but as you can see, Nick Capun, he has left FK La Paja and he is currently a free agent. Now I've not seen any rumours regarding whether he's going to be moving anywhere else, so I can't really give any info on whether he will remain covered or not, but for now he will be uncovered, which is a bit of a shame. But I say that, he hasn't played all season. I have no idea how his scores would be even if he did play. But if you do hold this card, just be aware he is currently uncovered, he doesn't have a club, and we'll just wait and see if he does get a move over the next few weeks. Concentrating on the EFL now with the rest of the transfers in today's episode, and Ryan Jackson is the next one. Now at the time of doing this graphic, as you can see, he has left Cheltenham. Going to say Charlton there, but he's left Cheltenham. He was a free agent, but just before recording this video, I've noticed that he has now signed for Sutton United, who are in the League 2 competition, so he will remain covered. I did have him noted as a free agent and would be uncovered, but of course, making that move now to Sutton United, he will remain covered, thankfully. So if you do own this card, I'm not sure if I've got this one in my collection. I'll have to double check actually. But if you do own this card, he will have that coverage for the coming season. No idea whether it will be any good. He didn't score particularly great for Cheltenham, if I'm totally honest. 32-year-old defender. So we'll see. Maybe he'll do a little bit better in League 2 with Sutton United. We'll just have to wait and see on that one. But as you can see, Ryan Jackson, he has left Cheltenham. He was a free agent, but now he has signed for Sutton United. One player who won't be playing in League 2 next season is Connor Ripley. the former Morecambe goalkeeper. He was the first choice, in fact, in Morecambe's side. They did get relegated to League 2, but of course, as you can see on the screen there, he has now signed for Port Vale, and Port Vale are in League 1. So he will remain in League 1 himself. Will he score well there? I have no idea, if I'm totally honest. On his day for Morecambe, he did score nicely. He was in a struggling side as well, of course. Maybe that will improve now he's at Port Vale, or it could be another relegation battle over there. I have no idea. I do own this card. I own his epic card. I don't have his mythic. But I will be keeping an eye on this one, that's for sure. And of course, it's always nice when they do remain under coverage. So he will be scoring points on the Ultimate Champions platform next season, and hopefully he does score quite a few points for us. Another player who is going to be in League 1 next season is Curtis Nelson. He is another one that signed for my local club Derby County after being released by Blackpool. He was a free agent, being picked up now by the Rams, so hopefully he's going to do well for Derby County. 30 years old, I believe he is. Defender, of course, scored pretty well looking at the stats right now on Ultimate Champions. He's got a 2-2-2 in there the last 5 games. His last 5 averages are 156, so all greens looking really, really well. So again, if he can score well for Derby, help them towards the promotion chase towards the end of next season, this could be a really good card to own for the coming year. One I don't have. I will try and pick it up as soon as I can. But if you don't own it, maybe take a look at this one, that's for sure. As I said, he's 30 years old, plenty of years in him as well. New signing for Derby County. Hopefully they are going to be up there at the end of the season. And for now, there it is. Curtis Nelson, a new Derby player. Joe Wallacott is our next transfer. Now this one was just announced about half an hour before I started recording this video, so I managed to get the graphic up real quick. He has left Charlton and he's heading to Scotland to sign for Hibernian. Now both these teams obviously already covered by Ultimate Champions anyway, so he will remain covered for the coming season. I'm not entirely sure of why he didn't play the end of last season with Charlton. I don't know if he was injured or just dropped fully. He's not a player which I actually follow. I didn't really follow Charlton that much either, to be honest. But this is a card that I have picked up after finding out this news. I think he'll do well if he does play for Hibernian. It's one we'll have to wait and see. He's only 26 years old, fairly young for a goalkeeper. And going to Scotland, you never know how he may just get on. He may go there to be the first choice. Fingers crossed, because as I said, I do own him now. But I'll be keeping my eye out on this guy, that's for sure. I'm not too sure on the transfer fee. Transfer market doesn't actually say how much he's gone for, but he's definitely signed. He's left Charlton and he's gone to the Scottish Premiership to play for Hibernian. We'll finish off today's episode with a rumour. I think pretty much everybody already knows about this rumour as well, but there has been a little bit of recent talk today about this one maybe getting close and done. I'm not sure whether Sunderland are waiting for official word on Amad Diallo at Manchester United to see what Ten Hag wants to do with him. Both are linked, of course, with a return to Sunderland. Ellis Sims did go back to Everton at, in January. Got a few minutes there for the Toffees, but nothing really that great or a mouthful. He did more game time for Sunderland in the early part of this season. Did get a few goals as well, so he could be heading back there. I don't own his epic card. I do have his common card, I believe, so I would like to see him getting some more game time. If it's not at Everton, a move back to Sunderland would be good, especially for all the Ellis Sims holders. But as I said, I'm going to leave it there, guys. A quick video once again just to update you on the recent transfers. Not too many there which are uncovered. I think there was only Nick Capun, right? That's the only one that we've got uncovered today, thankfully. I did start this one expecting Ryan Jackson to be uncovered, but thankfully he got signed up by Sutton United. So hopefully we get less and less uncovered players as the transfer window goes along, because we all want to be able to use every player in our collection. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.